I'd like to take this time to thank my #1 fan, Kisnova. Without your love and moral support, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you. I remember when Battlefield 1 came out. Well, actually, let's go further back. I remember when Star Wars Battlefront was teased. I was excited. I was immolated in a firewall of charm and charisma that was DICE doing Battlefront. And as a longtime Star Wars fan, as a longtime Battlefront fan, I sat there with great anticipation for this game to come out and kick a whole lot of ass, to bring back the fun I used to have on Xbox fucking One, the original one, not the new one. When Battlefront came out, me and Zill played it, we were excited for it, and our excitement was dead by the end of the fucking beta. It was linear. It was dumbed down to the point of like, it was atrocious. How could you dumb down a game this simple? But they did it. They admittedly did it. They even released press saying, we made the game a bit easier so that the parents could play with their children? What the fuck? Did both the parents and the children have Down syndrome? Is that what you're telling me, DICE?
Gundam, your voice sounds very harsh.
I just woke up. I dreamed that I was rich because I found 2 chests full of Spanish doubloons, and Eminem's Lose Yourself in the Moment was playing in the background, so I was buying my Lamborghini. Then I woke up, I had a good cry, got on the computer. That's been my day, back to the point. After Battlefront came out, and it was atrocious, I saw the writing on the wall. I saw it before anybody else. I just wish I made a video about it sooner. I told Zill. He didn't believe me at the time. I said, Zill, Battlefront is what Battlefield is going to become. And he's like, nah, dude, no. They're not going to mess up Battlefield. Battlefield 1 looks great. I haven't been this excited for a first-person shooter in a long time. And I'm like, dude, it's going to suck. Like, I have a feeling. I'm not feeling it. I'm looking at the gameplay trailers. I'm getting flashbacks to Battlefront. He didn't believe me. Battlefront comes out. We play the beta. It's okay. Me personally, I wasn't feeling it. Zill was, though. It was like, okay, dude, whatever. Everybody in the clan bought the fucking game. So I succumbed to peer pressure and bought the shit too. We played it for a couple weeks, like 2 or 3. And then reality set in for Zill. He began to complain about how linear the game is. Zill is quoted as saying 3 guns, 4 classes. In fact, it's very true. There's only certain guns that were useful in Battlefront, and God help you if you came up against anyone with the A10 shotgun and you weren't a fucking sniper at least 25 meters back, because you would have been killed. Alright, that gun was so fucking OP, it was retarded. Flat out fucking retarded. Like, I got this guy, he's got a shotgun. We've got at least 10 meters between us. Bam, bam. You put 2 shots in him, he whips around, boom, 1 shot. You are fucking toast. At that point, I was sick of the game. The tank mechanics were okay. Then the flying, oh my god, they dumbed down flying so fucking much in Battlefield. I didn't want to play it. I didn't. Alright? I spent so much of my time learning how to play flight sims in my life. I like flight sims. I really do.
Here we go. Ernie McCracken for the... No shit. I really had to push my luck, didn't I? Didn't I? I just had to. I just fucking... Oh shit! Oh, it's on fire! Oh shit! Open the cockpit! Open the cockpit! Open the cockpit! Open the... Oh!
And in Battlefield 3, flying a jet required skill. It required it. You just couldn't hop in and do whatever. No, you had to be good to not get wrecked. Just like with the helicopters. I was never a helicopter guy. I could never pull that shit off. So, you know, Battlefield 4 came out, still required skill. In fact, there were people who were so fucking good in Battlefield 4 on PC. When I made the transition, I busted my ass to get good, you know, just to be able to defend myself. Now the flying mechanic is so simplified, it's disgusting. I don't want to play it. The first Battlefield that's ever came out, I don't want to touch a fucking flight sim. Battlefield committed the ultimate atrocity. It dumbed itself down. Now, you could go watch Downward Thrust, where he gives an eloquent idea as to why everything is wrong, but I'm gonna tell you this, dude. It has nothing to do with the DLC. It has to do with the fucking fact Battlefield 1 is easily accessible. It's very, very casualized. It's so casualized. There isn't as much skill required as it used to be. And that's what makes it shit. That's what's killing it. I mean, frankly, if I have to play a game that's like going in that vein, then I may as well fucking play Overwatch, which I do quite often, versus Battlefield 1. And if Arma 4, if Arma 4 comes out, please God in heaven, please, even though I don't believe in you, let Arma 4 fucking run at 60 FPS online, King of the Hill, man. Fucking pack that shit up. I'll never touch Battlefield ever again. Shit, Arma 4 even at 30 FPS is more fun than Battlefield. Why? Because it requires skill. It requires fucking skill. So anyone on PC that likes military shooters is probably playing Squad or Arma. Nobody who likes military shooters that actually wants a challenge, wants a game that respects them as a person and says, hey, we don't think you're a fucking retard. Here's your binoculars button. Here's your weapons button. Manual auto fire. You can go prone whenever. You can use bipods. So on and so forth. Sorry, little bitch. There's no HUD. I guess you just better know the difference between ally and enemy, or else you're gonna fucking be kicked for shooting your buddy, you douche. Situational awareness. It's part of the game. Get good, scrub lord. Nope, Battlefield is like, okay, here's your HUD. Here's your gun. These are the 3 best guns everybody uses, so you use those too. We made flying easier so everybody else can do it and they won't feel excluded for not being good enough. Why do they do this in games? Why the fuck do they make games dumbed down? Like, for real, life isn't dumbed down. Life is not dumbed down. If you suck at life, you are going to die miserable and alone, and nobody makes any excuses, except for liberals. And even then, the excuses are useless. You're not physically challenged. You're differently able. Yeah, I'm differently able to not be able to stroke my cock because I have fucking Parkinson's disease, you bitch. Battlefield isn't dying because the DLC is shittily placed. Battlefield's dying because it's fucking boring. That's all there is to it. The game is beautiful, and I think that's where DICE put a lot of its effort. But in the never-ending pursuit to make everything casualized, to make everything accessible for everyone, you end up alienating everyone. What's that old adage they used to have? When you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. And that's the issue we have here with Battlefield 1. Actually, it's the issue we have with gaming as a fucking whole. All these AAA developers are so headlong into making shit that's accessible and not too offensive that it's at the point now where story is bullshit, character development is ass. Usually you have to have a female protagonist because you don't want to anger Anita Sarkeesian so she could put you in her fucking tropes against women video series that essentially has deteriorated into her fucking bashing the same 13 fucking games because either A, the bitch doesn't know how to do research, or B, the bitch just doesn't give a shit and she's already made $1 million. It's the end, really. Even The Witcher 3 was dumbed down. At first, I was so mad at The Witcher 3 being dumbed down, I was livid, but the story was still good enough for me to forgive it. You know, the combat was simplified. Potions were extremely simplified. Don't even get me fucking started. I don't know. I think like the gaming industry is going down a really shitty path. And if you really want to play games that are fun, you gotta fucking go indie, dude. I'm serious. Like, indie developers are killing it. Because, frankly, everything that's AAA is garbage right now. I can't think of a AAA game I'm excited about that isn't crowdfunded. I can't. Like, the closest I can say is Shenmue, but even now I'm not excited about it. Because everything that made Shenmue great was because Shenmue came out first with all the open world bullshit. Now Shenmue's just going to be another open world game. Fingers crossed the story's still good and the combat's interesting. But I'm not holding out my breath. Not in today's fucking video game world. Everybody has to be included. Nobody can be excluded, you know, but in real life, you're excluded immediately. Are you broke? Get the fuck out. Are you ugly? Get the fuck out. Do you have talent? No, get the fuck out. That's life. In the video game industry, are you broke? That's okay. Buy the DLC anyway. Do you suck at the game? It's okay. Don't worry. We know that aiming can be quite an arduous task. So we've gone through the trouble of making the hitboxes extremely generous. There you go. That's gonna do it for me. I can't actually give more of a fuck than me. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose. If not, it's cool by me. And I will catch you in the next video. Adios, bichachos. I bit myself. It hurts.